Welcome, Leo and Leo Cross Watchers, to your reading for this week. So I hope you guys are having a great week. Well, sorry the upload was late. It just took me a while to get all the videos uploaded for some reason. They're usually a lot faster. Anyway, so we have the Empress here. Leo, that's really interesting. I feel like you may be feeling kind of exposed, which I know seems strange with this card, but it's almost like you may have, it has the energy of like somebody that has themselves put together, but there's one thing that's off, right? There's like, you know, may not be the actual situation, right? But it's like, but you like recently burnt your hand, or it feels like, maybe you scraped it while you were gardening, or something happened to your hand and it's like red and puffy, and so you may look like put together everywhere else, but this one hand, like every time you look at it, it seems to remind you of something. For some of you, it could be a tattoo, but whatever, like that you're, not crazy about anymore. Something about it seems to really affect you. Tattoo, or maybe it's not a tattoo, but there's something here that is, it's almost this energy of like, oh, if I just didn't have this. That's the type of energy. I feel like for those of you that this is kind of a, retrospective reading, it may have been something about you that was like previously made you insecure, in that like you felt people were judging you for it. And I feel like that actually seemed to put you in an energy where it's like now you use it. And maybe as, some sort of weapon, but, or you've weaponized something about yourself that used to be a weak spot. That's kind of what it feels like. What's going on in his head right now? I feel like you're in this really precarious situation right now, feeling like, for someone that's usually so sure of themselves, if at least Leos, even if you don't feel that way internally, you usually do come up very, very confident. And I don't mean that like, you're so, you think you're, poop doesn't stink or whatever. It's more like they just come off as someone that is very confident and like self-assured, and someone that doesn't, need, like someone that's, their cup is full. You know what I mean? They don't need other people to pour into them. And I feel like there's something here that seems to make you feel like you're kind of teetering on some sort of edge. Like you seem to be waiting for a decision to be made. And it feels like by someone else, like the decision goes one way, it's almost like you can be like, oh, thank God. And I feel like if the decision goes the other way, it doesn't necessarily feel like, oh no, it feels more like, okay, well, this is going to be extended, right? It's like whatever situation you're in, you want it to be, you want the decision to be made so that it can go one way or another. You don't want this continually be extended and extended and extended. That's the type of energy. I feel like some of you, this may be a situation where you're feeling like whatever you have to offer is, it's like you're, if ever you've seen those, like, this might sound ridiculous as an example, but if you've ever seen those like Freaky Friday movies where, people, the adult and the child, like, they switch, and so now the adult person is in the child's body, and that back and forth. And so it's like you're, you know, an NBA player in a elementary school kid's body, right? And it's like you're waiting for someone to notice that, not notice, but it's almost like you're waiting for the scout to decide if they're going to pick you up or not. That's like what it feels like, you know, like the basketball scout or whatever. That's kind of how it's, or the energy of it. I don't know if this is even making any sense, Leo. Sorry. And there's this energy here that if you are in engaging and in acting or interacting with other people, I feel like there's something about those conversations that makes it's like you kind of forget all about this. And I feel like it's someone that you feel a lot of compassion towards. You know what I mean? It's like when, Leo, listen, when you guys are caring and loving towards somebody, it is awesome. It is a really great feeling to be on the other side of that. And I feel like that seems to put you in an energy, like having that experience with somebody seems to put you in an energy where you feel like yourself again. And it seems to kind of lead you to this realization that whatever it is that, or like trepidation you're experiencing around this other decision that needs to be made, it actually seems to kind of like put you back up on your throne here, right? Feels like it's like you kind of settle into feeling like yourself again, not being like, not focusing on whatever that is that you're waiting for. And it's almost like if people aren't able to see quite what you have to offer now, I feel like you realize that that's actually like a feather in your cap right now, because you're able to decide how much or how little you're willing to, you know, put into something here, right? Because I feel like regardless of what they would ask you, I feel like it would be pretty easy or pretty doable for you. So you're able to kind of decide. It's almost like, you know, the ball is in your court. I don't know why there's all these sports references coming in, guys. It just is what it is. So can we get one for... Gonna say what's coming up. So we have a couple of eights here. We have the 8 of Swords that came out. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna show you because I'm kind of a dork for this stuff. 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and the next card was the 8 of Pentacles. So anyway, I digress. I'm kind of getting the energy that this is this person that you feel a lot of compassion and a lot of care for. I feel like it's almost like either you feel the need to, or you somehow want to be this person's like representative, right? Like you want to kind of advocate with them or bring them along with you. It's almost like you may be trying to, you know, big this person up, or maybe get them a job, or like put in a good word for them. You know what it feels like? If ever I don't know if you've ever heard this saying, but it's kind of what I have had to live by whenever I start feeling sorry for myself, which I do. I'm not crazy, but admitting it. Is to lose yourself in the service of others, right? So it's like whenever I start getting to, you know, a bee in my bonnet, I try to go volunteer or do something for somebody else, and then I remember that, like, oh, actually, you know what, my life isn't that bad. I should probably shut up. And not that you're, you know, that isn't the message of what, that's not even close to this, but it's that type of energy, right? Like where you may have been feeling like, oh, a lot is riding on this. And then something you encounter, you have this experience with somebody and you realize, like, oh, actually, I'm doing really well right now. Because you realize that not only could you be in a tougher situation, but I feel like you know that this person's mindset is very limiting. Um, and it feels like they're the kind of person that they need something better to happen to feel better, rather than being able to kind of like get themselves into that energy and manifest it and go out and work and make it happen. This person kind of has this, like, if enough things happen in the day, they feel like, why me? Whereas I feel like for you, if enough things happen in the day, you're kind of like, I'm going to get through it, but I would like this day to be over. Right? So it's a different, you don't get trapped and caught up in a lot of that stuff. Right? Whereas like in your card, it was just your hand. That's kind of like something that you're insecure about. Whereas with this person, they're enveloped in it. So I think I'll leave it there, Leo. I hope this reading was helpful. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.